Hi guys, just a small video as usual. Sometimes you get a pre-made model with a 3MF file and you don't really have any good references, but you do want to know if you actually want to or if you can print it without using supports or not. And a critical thing then to know is can you print based on the angle of the model you're printing. So I am doing some preparations for an upcoming video, and I'm going to print a new filament spooler, but I was wondering, can my printer print these edges here? And by standard you have the threshold angle on support sets to 30 degrees. How do I know if those are 30 degrees? Well, it turns out Orca Slicer and Bambu Studio I think also has kind of a nice feature to see if it's actually 30 degrees or not. If I select any of these objects, let's say I select that one and I go to the paint tool, then by default this predefined sliced file have no supports specified. It's even turned off. But how do I know the angle of these parts, if I need supports or not? Well, if you go to the support painting menu and you have this called highlight overhangs. If you hold your mouse over it, it will say highlight faces according to overhead overhang angle, which means that it will, the value there is actually a value that goes up to 90 degrees. And by increasing this slider, and if you get a color on the overhang, you have that specific degree on the overhang. So let's see how many degrees that specific overhang actually is. Basically increase it until you get a value. So I'm getting close to 30 now. My printer is perfectly capable of printing 30. And it still hasn't colored it. Let's see, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Let's zoom in and see when it starts. Okay, 41, still nothing. 45. Let's adjust it down. 44. It's nothing at 44.5. Nothing at 44.5. 0.8. 47. 46. 5. And now we can actually see that there is a small colorization on the edges here. I think that would indicate that this is roughly 44.5 degrees angled. Let's see, 44.9. It's still there. 3, 1. It removed at 1. 2, 2.5. 2.5. You're starting to see the shades. And 2.3, 2.2. So it's not 2.2, but it is 2.3 because you can actually see that it started. So the accurate value for is 44.23 degrees. That is the angle of that surface from the base surface. So that is how you quite easily can figure out the angle, if it's printable without supports or not, based on Orca Slicer and object you don't really have any measurements for. I do not know if you can actually measure the angle. You have measurements here, but I am not sure if you can actually measure the angle of it. It doesn't look like it. You get the length and such, but not the measurement. So the easiest way to do it, just use the paint tool in your Orca Slicer or Bambu Studio slicer, and you can find the correct angle. And consecutively you can check if you can print it with your specific printer. So that's it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Oh, like and subscribe if you like it.